I'm trying to do this one-handed. Something is wrong with Tyrion. Clearly she has the eating issues where she doesn't know what she's latching onto. Yesterday she started shedding, and today it had gone better, like the shed was farther down, but she wasn't making any effort to scrape it off or to continue it or anything. So I just thought I'd soak her to kind of help her. You never want to just pull shed off of a snake, but you can kind of see I'm like gently massaging it down. Thing is, I've done this like 3 times. Like, look at how much shed is in there already. So I don't know if she had stuck shed and it just wasn't clear. The main thing I'm worried about is a snake's tail should not do this. It's just floppy. I'm going to double check for poops. I think she may have musked on me. I can't move her cloaca around to see it here. This is just floppy. She's not curling it. She can like bend it, but this should not be happening. So I'm not, and she looks thin to me all of a sudden. Like you can see the line, like the spine kind of being prominent, and that wasn't the case with her. And I fed her extra this week. I don't know what to do here. I guess call the vet. She's been seen up there once. I'm gonna put her on like solid ground and see if she moves this tail, but she might just be dragging it behind her. Oh, it just made a weird, like, crackly feeling when I tried to feel if there was shed on it. Usually if there's stuck shed, you can kind of tell on the tip of the tail. It collects, but it's following the color pattern here. She's not moving it, but I can't really tell where it stops. Oh boy. I'm gonna keep trying, but like, this is not good, guys. Don't buy from people online because you don't know what you're getting. I trust people too much. This was supposed to be a 4-year-old male. None of this looks normal to me right now. It's a female, which is easy to mistake, but I shouldn't have just taken for granted, oh, I'm a breeder. Like, if you're a breeder and you have a 4-year-old animal, you know if it's a male or female, or you should know if it's a male or female. I'm not going to let her get near the, like, soap over here, but this is not looking good, guys. I don't know what to do. I mean, obviously call the vet, but, like, this might not go well. She's so cute. Look at this little face. But she's been having issues since we got her, and I mean, I haven't been a professional rehabber for years. Oh my God, there's another shed coming off. You did shed though. How many stuck sheds do you have? My goodness. She's shed recently. I probably have a video of it, honestly. All right, I'm going to keep working on her, but I am concerned. See, like, she moved, like, up here, but not the tip of the tail. Oh, boy. Sweetie, you got to do all the snake things, not just some of the snake things. Oh, man. All right. I'm going to keep trying on this shed here. I mean, it can only go so far. If I can't get it all, I'm not going to force it. You don't want to do that. But this looks like more than one shed, and it's in pieces, which is not normal for her either. Normally, she has like a nice, full, perfect shed. I don't know what's going on this time. And that's the first time I noticed her tail's just kind of hanging. So, oh, that's a good swim. Can you swim with your tail? No, it just kind of drags. Oh my gosh. All right. Hey, so we're on the way to the vet with Tyrion, and I have been trying to help get additional shed off of her since I recorded the last bit about her tail being dead looking. I don't know where all this extra shed is coming from because she's been shedding normally until this last one, but apparently not because she's got so much stuck to her. I did do a pinch test on her tail and she does have responsiveness there, but I still can't get all the shed off. And it needs to come off, especially now that it's been restricted for so long. If it cuts off the blood flow, the tail can die, and I don't know that snakes they can't regenerate the tail, but like I don't know how much tail they can live without, you know. It's a surgical procedure, and we can't really do that with her. But anyway, so the tail's not completely dead, but I don't know what's going on. I don't know if there's been damage. And like I said, I can't get all of the shed off, so we're going to the vet, and we'll see what he says. Again, sorry I look like shit, but we just noticed that she either has an eye cap or there's something wrong with her eye. And also, she's lost over 100 grams since last spring. That's not good. I'm like embarrassed to have a snake in this condition because I feel like I could have done something about it, but maybe not. So I'm just trying to keep her warm till the doctor comes in, but we just had the technician in and I'm worried. Hey, so luckily Tyrion's coming back with me, but she's in bad shape right now. She's dehydrated. She's lost just over 100 grams. That is a lot. But we had blood work taken because it could indicate organ failure, which there's nothing anybody can do about. So I have to monitor. I have to give her more food, increase her heat, soak her more, and then they suggested mineral oil for the eye cap. It is a stuck shed on her eye. It's not an eye problem. Mineral oil for the eye cap and the rest of the stuck shed. And it's just, it doesn't happen overnight with these guys. It happens slowly. I'm gonna need to work with her regularly, pretty much daily. We'll see what the blood work shows. They also tested for parasites with the poop, and I will get those results as well as soon as they are available. All right, we're home. I'm letting her rest for now because it can stress them out. I mean, she was just in the car for like 20 minutes there and back, so it's a lot of vibration and stuff for them. She seems fine. I also just gave her a small mouse. So she actually grabbed it from the head, but she is eating it upside down, like she does. So today I'm going to soak her, gonna see what we can get off, and I'm getting the mineral oil today. So she's so derpy. Look at this snake. Why are you upside down again? Why? Sorry this is vertical, guys, but Jesus, it's almost like she's. All right, I'm gonna stop. The vet said to try a second mouse for her. She's so confused. She's gonna grab it by the butt, but that's okay. If she grabs it, that's success here because. Oh, she can't really see out of her left eye with that eye cap on it. I'm working on that right now, actually. Oh, if you eat this, I'm gonna be so happy. Yeah, it's another one. What do you think? She's like, really? Oh. Oh. No. Oh. Maybe. Come on, get in. Yeah, good job. Yes. Excellent. Awesome. Just a kind of good update on Tyrion. Her blood work came back and her white blood cell count is really high apparently. It's like toxic high. So the reason this is good news is that it's treatable. We're going to inject some antibiotics and I'm going to show you how I do that. Not a how-to most likely, but just show you how I do it. It's a subcutaneous injection every other day. If it were something like organ failure, you can't really reverse that. So it's not that. It is a treatable thing. Doesn't mean she's going to be in the clear until we see how the treatment works. But I'm going to go give this to her ASAP. Alright, so I've got a critter keeper here filled with a little bit of warm water. I'm going to put a rock in it. And then I'm going to go get Tyrion and soak her for 20 minutes. The rock is just to make her more comfortable to like grab onto something instead of just being on a potentially slippery surface in warm water all of a sudden. It's also for her to put her head on if she like got tired or something, because I don't want her to drown. She's kind of in a bad way right now. Not that bad, but still, it just makes me feel better. I am also though watching her. So here she is. She's looking pretty hydrated at the moment. Oh, right out of there. Okay, I'm gonna need 2 hands for a second. Okay. So she usually curls right around that rock. Most of her shed is, well, other than her eye cap, most of the shed is stuck on like the bottom third of her. So as long as that's underwater, it's gonna help. I've actually got 2 more treatments to do today. I'm going to check that eye cap situation and put mineral oil on it gently if it's still attached. And I'm going to gently move more shed if it's possible and then put mineral oil around that. In case I haven't mentioned, the mineral oil kind of mimics the natural oily substance that snakes produce to, like, it's between their skin and their shed that makes their shed come off easier. It's my very layman's term explanation for it, not a veterinarian. So since she's dehydrated, you know, part of the stuck shed is because she didn't have enough ability to produce that substance. So I don't know if she'll drink or not. You know, there is some benefit to definitely the outside of the skin with the shed and everything to be underwater. I don't know how much fluid they absorb through their skin. There's a lot of angry people on the internet that insist that reptiles don't absorb any water through their skin, but why does the vet constantly say to soak? It's kind of like Animal Care 101 when you're trying to rehabilitate. Look at how cute she is. I know you don't like it, and she's let go of her rock for the most part, but you can see how much security she gets from that. Hi, Pookie. Okay, I gotta go set my timer for, let's say, 19 minutes, and then I will take her out. So, I just zoomed in a whole lot more than I thought, and as you can see, she still has an eye cap, which means that there's shed over her eyeball, which they usually get rid of. So I'm gonna put some mineral oil, just drip it on there, and for obvious reasons, the sink is dirty, but she's not gonna get into it. For obvious reasons, I'm gonna need 2 hands right now, so I'm just gonna go do that real quick. All right, sorry, she's not real cooperative right now. She's not a great hugger. I got her around, so this spine here, her spine sticking out here is what, you know, made me think she's awfully thin to begin with. And also her skin, when I pinch it like that, see how it stays tinted? That means she's dehydrated as well. So I just soaked her and put some mineral oil on her eye cap. I don't see any more shed on her right now, so I'm not gonna put more mineral oil elsewhere. Considering she just shed fine in April, like, she can't have that much on her, right? It seemed like it before. Hi, Xavier. Always trying to take the attention. So I have 2 more things I need to do with her today. I need to put her, you gotta get head first, baby. I need to give her her second injection, which is going to be interesting. And then I'm going to feed her because she, I want the food, you know, to be like the last thought on her mind. Sorry, my cat is just really being demanding today. So yeah, I'm gonna feed her today after I do the injection. I'm not gonna do the injection yet because she just got out of the bath and I had to hold her head to put mineral oil on it. So, you know, don't even start. It seems like a minor amount of stress, but to them it can be a big deal. So I'm just gonna let her rest for a little bit until I defrost her mice. With Charlie's food later, and then I'll give her the injection, give her a couple minutes, and then put her back in and let her eat. We're gonna try 2 small mice again today. She's already had 4 mice this week, I think. We did 2, skipped a day, did 1, and then I have it written down. I don't remember if I skipped another one and fed her or just gave her 1 the next day as well. That red box is Tupperware that's filled with perlite and some sphagnum moss that is soaked in water. It was warm, but now it's just under the heat light. So it's a humidity box, and that helps them shed. And for other animals, it helps keep them, you know, humid, period. So she seems fine. She's gonna go in her little corner hidey hole, and I'll check back in with her later. I'll try to film the injection. Probably have to have someone else hold the camera. We'll see how that goes. The last one, she hated it so bad, but understandably. So that's the scoop right now. Hey, so I look a bit ridiculous because it's hot, but I don't care right now. I need to go ahead and give Tyrion her injection because I want to feed her before the lights go out for the day. So the vet gave me pre-filled syringes. It's a small animal. There's not very much antibiotic that's needed. So they may have pre-filled them because most people can't do injections properly or like draw them up properly, or it could very well be because they don't want to waste a whole bottle of antibiotics if you're not going to give it to them, all of it. So this is, what is it called? Where's the name of this? Naxel? N-A-X-C-E-L is what I'm giving. And it's to be applied subcutaneously. So in other words, instead of into the muscle, which is IM, intramuscular, or IV, intravenously through the veins, this is subcutaneous. So I have to try and get this little needle under her little skin and give it that way. All right. I'm gonna put the mice away, and then I've got to pull her out, and I'll try to show you some of it. It's probably gonna have to go fast because there's only so much time I have to like get it in there and push it, you know, so we only got 1 try at this. But I'm gonna try to show you a couple things about it first. So let me go get her. Okay, that medication has to be refrigerated, but I like to warm it up a little bit just in the air or through your fingers because it doesn't feel good when cold liquid gets injected into your body. So earlier, I didn't see any more shed from like 1/3 of the way to like 2/3 of the way down to her tail, and her tail is It still looks floppy there, but she does have, yeah, see, she is turning it a little bit. Hello, 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 my friend. Do you hate me yet? Huh? Okay, so something that I do remember from rehabber days is when you give injections to a snake, first of all, you don't want to do it into the spine, in the top. So when I say upper third, I do not mean the top side of the snake where the spine is. Dorsal side, I believe that's called. I had to clarify that with the vet because he was like, I said the top third, and he said, well, the front third. I said, yeah, sorry, that's what I meant. He said the front third to the front half of the snake. And why is that? Well, if you go much farther than that, you risk shooting it right into her digestive tract and it just comes out the other end. That's how it was explained to me anyway. So I do kind of have to restrain her for this. So I'm going to point the camera down, I guess, and try to do this on camera. I'm going to try to tent a little bit of her skin and then just slip between scales, the needle through it, under it, and shoot that in there. So it's gonna be quick, so don't blink. All right, obviously the snake is more important than the camera. There is a tiny little air bubble in here, but it doesn't matter because it's not IV. So, where did I put it before? If I see her skin start to, she's much stronger than she was. I don't want to poke myself. Don't want to poke myself. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, all right. Good girl. All right, and so that doesn't leak out. I'm going to go put her down here. Okay, so that went actually really well. She didn't really flinch until she felt that it must have been a little bit too cold. I don't want to risk it going bad in here or anything, but there's a very tiny amount, so I didn't think it would take that long to warm up. It's thundering really bad. So the needles are, one, a biohazard once they've been injected into anything having to do with blood, and also contributing to the drug problem if you just cap it and throw it out. So I highly recommend getting one of these clipper things. You just put the needle in the hole in the side and clip it off. And then you can throw it out. She's not too mad at me, and she's already eating, and I will show you in just a moment. All right, so her lights did go out. I'm glad I pulled her out when I did. And she's actually already swallowed one of the mice. Yeah, you can see it moving down right below that stripe there. So I'm actually gonna offer a second one over on her little plate thing here. And then I'll see what she does. Okay, so I don't have a lot of faith that she's gonna find this mouse anytime soon. I did just kind of dangle it near her and then move it over to the lid. But it can take her a long time to find it on a good day, and I don't know how motivated she is right now with the one mouse in her. Thankfully, though, she will hopefully remember the feeding part and not so much the pokey ouchie part. Oh, she just flicked her tail really well over there, so that means it's not necrotic, which is fantastic. Necrotic means dead. I thought her tail was literally dying because of some kind of thing, but the stuck shed kind of made it look that way and probably made it act that way as well, because she's flicking it up there. I'm happy to see that. She's not out of the woods yet, but she's doing better already. And I probably should have put the mineral oil on the bottom half of her anyway, but I think I'll just do it tomorrow. I certainly don't want to pick her up after she's got food in her, because there's a chance that she could regurgitate it. And if you're just tuning in to some of my snake videos, I often use this kind of, it's just a jar lid, it's a plastic jar lid, as a kind of target training for snakes that have some issues eating. It just helps them to find it. I usually flip it over so that it's contained inside the lid, but she and my good snake, actually, my good eater, Arya, have both attacked the lid and had like half their mouth on the mouse and half their mouth on the lid,
and it took forever to get them to let go. So I started flipping it over. It also keeps the aspen bedding off of the food, but mostly because I've had them on aspen bedding for, my rat snake is 18 years old and she's never had an issue with it like being eaten or anything. But it does, keep the food off the aspen bedding as well if you need to for an added bonus. She's clearly going in the opposite direction, but she will most likely have eaten this by morning. For obvious reasons, I'm not going to wait here till then. So she does have one mouse in her. I have a nice little logbook that I will write everything down. No reaction to the first dose of meds 2 days ago, and this one went smoothly, so far so good. Hey, it's the next morning here, and you'll notice no mouse. So our little girl ate 2 in a row yesterday. She's now curled up and happy in her little corner house. So that's where I'm gonna sign off for now. I'm gonna keep working with her. We've got meds for 2 whole weeks. I'll keep working on her weight. I will be getting a weight at some point here to see if she's increased. So thanks for watching. I hope she pulls through, but I'm not completely 100% optimistic at this point, but I'm way more optimistic than when we went into the veterinarian's office. So thanks for watching, and I hope to have a positive update in the near future.